A'ja Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces have been hit with a reality check, and it's not looking good. The Indiana Fever's preseason game sold out in less than an hour, and the reigning MVP and her Las Vegas Aces are essentially giving away tickets like expired coupons. Caitlin Clark is outdrawing a team that features the league's best player. Does that sink in? Did A'ja Wilson... Caitlin Clark doesn't just move the needle, she is the needle. If you need more evidence that the Indiana Fever exhibition game sold out in about 30 minutes, while fans in Indiana are scurrying for any seat they can get, the preseason showdown against Brazil's national team is scheduled for the same day. Did Vegas marketing team get sidetracked by a slot machine jackpot? Someone better call the Aces front office. Held at the University of Iowa, Caitlin's alma mater not only sold out, but also caused ticketing systems to crash, with some seats fetching thousands of dollars. The cheapest ticket available right now is between $400 and $500. You read that correctly. $500,000 to watch Caitlin Clark warm up the nets in a preseason game. Fans are treating it like Game 7 of the WNBA. This is a major situation once more, with some claiming that Iowa sold out a preseason game in 40 minutes. Like, obviously, you couldn't get on to the damn website because it's sold out. You could have tried refreshing the page and knocking our tickets most of the time, but in reality, it nearly crashed a website. But let's talk about what's going on in Vegas, because it's really embarrassing. The Aces, the league's so-called powerhouse, are out there trying to get people to pay $19 for tickets. Yes, $19, which is less than a box of pizza for dinner. At this rate, they might as well include a complimentary drink and a souvenir to make the deal sweeter. You would think that a team full of MVP stars and Olympians wouldn't have to fight for fans' attention, but apparently they aren't. This is driving A'ja Wilson fans crazy, and they're furious that this is happening on the same day. Oh my God, don't they realize the impact of A'ja Wilson and blah, blah, blah. What's impact? Stop it. The contrast is so stark with the Fever that you have packed arenas with fans willing to spend a significant amount of money to see the beginning of a new era in Vegas. You could probably purchase Aces. You can buy tickets for the Indiana Fever's preseason game against Brazil at Carver Hawkeye Arena with spare change and still have enough money left over for a buffet dinner. The truth is that demand is more important than ticket prices. People are vying for seats for Caitlin Clark, and the Aces are hoping that someone will show up. Good luck finding reasonably priced tickets for the May 4 game between the Indiana Fever and Brazil. The seats were initially given to loyal fans, and a few top donors quickly sold out. This gap is so great that people really want to be there. At the same time, the Aces could probably fit a whole high school pep rally into their building and still have open seats for 37 minutes, which is all the time it took to sell all 300 season ticket holders. The University of Iowa is trying to ensure that the tickets go to fans and say that the legislature may even do that. Tickets for a preseason game could cover a round-trip flight to Vegas, a luxurious hotel stay, and a 5-star dinner with enough money left over to get Aces tickets and still get change back. For tickets to see Hawkeye legend Caitlin Clark and her Indiana Fever play the Brazil women's team in a preseason game, the words "sold out" are emblazoned on the doors of Carver Hawkeye Arena and the team's website. Caitlin Clark didn't just enter the WNBA, she completely changed the landscape of the league. The Indiana Fever, a team that hadn't been active for years, are now the hottest ticket in basketball, and the Aces, well, they just got a front row seat to the harshest reality of all. Winning titles don't always translate into winning fans. It's kind of like one of those lost opportunities, and a lot of people are saying that they should move this to a stadium because in Iowa, there's no doubt that if you move this to a stadium, it would be sold out. The excuses are coming in, but the truth is that there isn't any hype. Some will say that it's a market problem, that Vegas has too many entertainment options, but hold on. The last time we checked, Indiana isn't exactly Times Square, and yet the Fever is selling out games at record speed, and the Aces are practically pleading for people to attend. The fact that so many people came to watch Caitlin Clark play golf with real attention isn't a market problem. Of it's an interest problem. With economics at work, Caitlin's involvement in any league has an existential impact. No one outside of Asia cares whether Asia shows up, and even Asia Wilson, the league's so-called face, can't draw enough fans to pay for a typical dinner. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, fresh off a historic rookie season, has the entire world watching her every move, and it's not even close. Fans are lining up to pay top dollar just to catch a glimpse of Caitlin Clark lighting up the court, which is crazy because nobody asked, and Wilson, who is sour as close to Asia, decided to answer anyway. Let's be honest. When was the last time you saw courtside seats to watch a reigning MVP for less than $20? In the meantime, Caitlin Clark's games sell out in minutes, and if you blink, resale prices are hitting sky high. The Fever stock is soaring while the Aces are looking more like an afterthought with every empty seat. Numbers. It's not even a fair fight. The Caitlin Clark effect is undeniable, and Asia Wilson and the Aces will just have to accept it. People are arguing over whether or not Caitlin Clark is changing the game, while Asia Wilson is having trouble selling tickets like a thrift store clearance sale. The Aces believed they were the WNBA's hottest thing until Caitlin Clark stepped in, and all of a sudden everything changed. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to try to be the best. I hear you guys say that I'm the best player in the world, and that's fantastic. There are levels to this, and Caitlin Clark is demonstrating that she is in a league of her own. However, Aces fans like to bring up the back-to-back championships argument, but the truth is that if no one is watching, you could walk into an Aces game 5 minutes before tip-off and still get a front row seat like it's an open mic night. Meanwhile, trying to get a ticket for Caitlin Clark is like trying to get front row seats at a Beyoncé concert. Gone in seconds. This is why I want to be the best person, and I want to be the best teammate, because that's how I bring out the best in my team. The Indiana Fever preseason, which isn't even comparable to the preseason exhibition game where the Indiana Fever will play the Brazilian national team at Cover Hockey Arena, sold out when they went on sale this morning at 9 a.m. This is why I'm still surprised, even though I shouldn't be. General admission was scheduled to be on sale tomorrow for Iowa women's basketball, season ticket holders and donors, as well as for Fever season ticket holders, 9 a.m. A few minutes ago, Iowa women's basketball posted on Facebook and Instagram that, hey, it's already sold out. There's no point in trying to get tickets tomorrow for the general public because you can't. I'm hearing rumors that scalpers may have gotten in, saying that the secondary market is already crazy, but that many season ticket holders couldn't even get their tickets. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing basketball, she's changing the WNBA's entire landscape. In contrast, Asia Wilson's games have the energy of a midweek high school scrimmage with half-empty seats and popcorn that is likely on a 2-for-1 deal. Aces fans can talk all they want about how their team is disrespected, but if people truly cared, the ticket sales would reflect it. Another thing that we've seen jump so much this season in the WNBA is merch sales. A report came out of the boardroom stating that since the start of the regular season, sales of WNBA merchandise are more than 500% higher than they were during the same period last year, and sales of fan gear during the first half of the season are at an all-time high. Player-specific merchandise, such as jerseys and T-shirts, have seen a startling 1,000% increase in sales, and sales of league-specific merchandise, such as the well-known orange WNBA hoodie, have increased by 200%. To put it this way, Caitlin Clark could announce that she would be playing a pickup game at the local gym, and fans would be swarming outside like it's Black Friday. But here we are watching the two-time defending champion struggle to distribute tickets. It's hilarious that people still tried to minimize Clark's influence when the evidence keeps mounting, ticket sales are skyrocketing, TV ratings are breaking records, and the hype is unmatched. Meanwhile, the biggest stories coming out of Vegas aren't about their dominance on the court, but rather about who's leading their latest pregame TikTok routine priorities. The top-selling WNBA player merchandise is Caitlin Clark, who is #1 in jersey sales, followed by Angel Reese, Sabrina, Kate Martin, and Angel Reese. We discussed this earlier in the season, and I'm disappointed that Kate Martin hasn't received as much playing time in the second half. The fact is that Clark is the main event and the Aces are just the undercard fight. They might receive a few cheers, but everyone really came to see the headliner. The numbers and the fans don't lie, and the impact is undeniable. If she went to Indiana, she would say. And then number 5 on the list is A'ja Wilson, and don't even get started on jersey sales. Clark's jersey was the best seller last season, topping not just the WNBA, but outselling plenty of NBA stars. A'ja Wilson sitting in 5th place, and some people just need to accept that. Although A'ja Wilson is the undisputed face of the WNBA, winning 3 MBAP awards and 2 championships, why can't her team sell out a preseason game with tickets less expensive than a fast food meal? Meanwhile, Clark has people paying hundreds or even thousands of dollars to enter the arena. This isn't just hype, though. Clark isn't just winning games. She's elevating the league in ways that no player before her has done. Every arena she enters is